I mean, you're bringing in 3 Canadians, is that right?
Yes.
So 2 of them I've seen play quite a bit over the past couple of years, in Coleman Stuka and Alex Nawaga. I do the play-by-play for Orangeville Prep as well as a bunch of other games in that league. So I've seen both of those guys over the past 3 or 4 years. And you also got Jamil Telfer. Tell me a little bit about how each of those guys came across your radar and kind of what you like about each of them.
Yeah, I think for us, being in close proximity to both Toronto and Montreal, throughout the years, we've even taken a couple of foreign tours up through Canada. The last 3 times, I believe, we've gone up that way and competed against some of the great Canadian programs. And I think it's an area. It's without question one of the fastest growing talent beds in the world. The level of coaching up there is getting better every day, and the prospects are benefiting from that. But I think, Coleman was the first. We started recruiting him a while back and watched him throughout his high school days at Kings and again at Orangeville Prep and throughout the summer with Canada Elite. And, he's just, all those criteria that we talked about, he checks all those boxes. And he's just an outstanding young man. He's got a really bright future. And when we went up to visit with him and watch him work out with Coach McIntyre's group, they do an outstanding job at Orangeville. It's really a top-notch program. They get believable coaching and preparation for the next level. And we saw Alex there. Really weren't recruiting at the position to start with, but as you mentioned, we had some transfers and we had some opportunity, and he reopened his commitment from James Madison, and obviously we had a familiarity with him. He's another outstanding student and a great student athlete with a really high ceiling. So, we thought that was an opportunity for us. And gratefully, he was accepting of that idea. And then Jamil, we were recruiting right along since last summer when he played with Brookwood Elite. Saw him on the AHL. He did come down to the States and compete in one of the best prep school conferences in the country, and really battle tested. And basically led his team to a championship over Brewster Academy, who year in, year out, has one of the best rosters in the country. And, for him to perform at that level and to get introduced to, the academics down here in the States and being away from home, we just feel he's another guy with a really high ceiling. He's got great work ethic and, a ton of talent. So we're excited about all 3 of those guys. And, I think, I have a great staff. They do an unbelievable job. But Chris Markwood was born and raised in Maine and has a lot of Canadian experience and is well respected up there. And he does a lot of our Canadian recruiting. He's an outstanding guy. He's got a great eye for talent. We were able to get those three young men to come to Northeastern.